Hey viewers, if you would like to get too soon trending news videos, please subscribe to our channel, Daily Talent Show, and stay with us. After an intense audition in which the act went over blocks of ice, one act was left bleeding from the head, which alarmed the judges of Britain's Got Talent. On Saturday's ITV broadcast, American strongman J.D. Anderson made an appearance to showcase his amazing power. The judges and viewers of Britain's Got Talent were taken aback when the enormous man used his body to smash baseball bats and bent a hammer over his leg. Later he ran onto the largest piles of ice blocks and used his full body to smash them, smashing several of the blocks with his skull. After the performance, David Walliams noticed that J.D. was bleeding from his head, which alarmed him. "I'm J.D. Anderson from the United States, and I'm a world record-holding strong man." Before his audition, J.D. gave an explanation. He continued, "I was always the largest child growing up. I was enormous, measuring over 2 feet in length and weighing 12 pounds at birth." "Well, that's a lot. I'm not sure what measurement you use here." "I'm not scared of anything," he continued, prior to saying, "Today I want Simon Cowell to say, 'Wow, you're nuts, but I loved it and I want to see more.' That's the goal." "Hello, how are you?" As J.D. took the stage, surrounded by heaped chunks of ice, Simon Cowell questioned. He said, "I'm great, how are you?" Simon said, "That looks like ice behind you." Simon said, "It's a lot of ice," to which he replied, "Which means I'm going to make this talk really quick, otherwise you won't have an act. My name is J.D. Anderson, they call me the Iceman. I'm from the United States," he explained. Judge asked J.D., "Why did you come to Britain's Got Talent?" The muscular man said, "Britain's Got Talent's the biggest show by far," to applause from the crowd. J.D. bent a steel hammer over his leg to begin his act. "Wow, wow." Before he went on to baseball bats, Alicia Dixon gasped. When J.D. cracked the first one in two over his thigh and then his back, the crowd went absolutely crazy. The audience erupted in applause as J.D. used his head to smash through the ice cubes. He proceeded to the largest stack, backed up a few steps, and then sprinted into the ice, smashing it with his body. As he concluded the audition, the 4 judges stood up, but it appeared that he had been hurt, as his head started to bleed. "Well, that's unbelievable. You are stronger than the Titanic, aren't you?" Simon mentioned. "Well, you're very butch, dear, aren't you?" David laughed, then noticed that J.D.'s face was dripping with blood. He cried out in fear, "Oh, you're bleeding. From your head. Are you okay?" J.D. said, "Sweet," as the crowd chuckled. "You're okay with that?" David inquired, but J.D. insisted he was all right. Alicia remarked, "It really did look like so much fun." "Honestly, you are a legend. That was great. That was so entertaining. I loved it." "I mean, I think you're absolutely nuts," said Amanda Holden. After that, presenter Declan Donnelly came on stage to give J.D. something to stop the bleeding. Amanda quipped, "Oh look," said John's ambulance, "they're here." She said, "He doesn't care, I mean it's just a scratch, isn't it?" to J.D. "That's right, I don't even feel it. I'm just grateful to be here, to be honest. Thank you guys so much," he responded. The audience was still in disbelief when J.D. received 4 yeses from the judges, which made her happy.